The course is aimed at students who are interested specifically in modern history. We cover the 19th to the 21st centuries. That's actually one of the quite unique aspects of our course.
I think one of the great things about being in central London is that you can use the city as your classroom. History is all around you when you're teaching here. We're so close to the National Archives, to the centres of power in the British state, and in that way you can see the connection between what you're studying and where the events you're talking about actually happened.
In the first year, the core module looks at the long 19th century. The second year, they look at the short 20th century. And in the third year, they look at history since 1989. So that's really contemporary history and really trying to think about what it means to think like a historian in present circumstances.
There's a massive sort of mix of people that from a very international background, which is really good when everyone starts getting into discussions and gets involved in things, because you've got this melting pot of different perspectives, and it always brings a challenge but still a friendly one.
In doing history, you learn about how to read documents, how to understand decision-making processes, how to apply knowledge effectively in order to make things happen. All of these things are things you need to use in your working life after you've left Westminster. So they're all really important skills.
You're taught by lecturers and historians who are doing active research. So I think at least 3 of us have had a book published last year, and we use our material a lot in the classes.
We go on lots of interesting field walks that are all related to the module and kind of bring history alive for the students. One
of the field trips that we did was to go on essentially a Jack the Ripper field walk, where we went through Whitechapel and the East End, and we saw the locations of focal points throughout the history of the Ripper, and it adds a lot more integration to it as well.
So in the second year, all students are invited to do a trip to Paris, where we spend a few days there looking at how the city represents the 19th and 20th centuries histories that we've been looking at so far in the course.
People have the option to join the History Society and get to know each other on more of a personal level rather than just in lectures and seminars.
If you're interested in fairly contemporary history, this is a very good department to come and study.